Hi Cancer, welcome to Pure Tarot. I'm doing your 22/02/2022 reading to celebrate this beautiful date, which is so rare, right? Because of all the numerology. I've purposely took out the 4 twos out of a particular deck. We're gonna get one to get the overarching energy. I'm using 2 decks. I've created one in English, one in French, a card of each, 3 tarot cards to clarify. So we have a total of 6 cards, excuse me, and we are looking at whatever energy is there for you on this particular day. So let's get one of those 2s for you, Cancer. And you have the 2 of Cups. Let's get an English card. 2 came out, but 1 was on top. I'm going to take the one on top. And then another one was to come out. I'm going to put that one back. So, unforgettable. These cards were battling to come out. They were like, no, me, pick me. Let's get a card out of the French deck. Obviously, I will translate for you. Let's look at that energy. So 2 cards, but again, I'm going to take the one on top. This card says neuf, so this could mean 2 things. It means new, or it means 9. So that's interesting. So this particular it's really interesting. I'm getting these sort of kind of contradictory energies in terms of something being unforgettable. So something, the word unforgettable sort of implies that you would know this person, right, within this connection of the 2 of Cups. Versus if we take the first definition, this would be new, right? Of neuf would be new. So it's sort of pulling you in 2 directions, the old and the new, something that you've known but wouldn't forget, versus something new coming in. But then again, if this is 9, it's interesting. Obviously, I'm tempted to say the 9 of Cups, simply because we already have cups here. So a connection that would make you really, really happy. Maybe it's if you believe in past lives, maybe it's 9 lives prior. That's why it's so unforgettable. You could be, you could apply any numbers like years, months, weeks and days, even hours to this connection. If it's 9, 2 and 9 is 11. So it's interesting. It could be pointing to a connection with someone outside of you, of course, a romantic connection, but it could also be your relationship to self, right? To yourself, in terms of, it's really interesting. You wouldn't forget about certain aspects of your personality, but you might be driven towards renewing yourself to a degree, right? Making some changes, growing, evolving, transmuting, progressing. Let's get some tarot. Cancers are not always comfortable with the new, right? Cancers could sometimes, they prefer to things that are known to them. It takes them maybe a little bit more of a nudge to move towards the new. So that's interesting. That tells me that you would need a great deal of energy or a great deal of motivation to change. One more card, please. But you're doing it. You're absolutely doing it. It's fantastic. This one is stuck. Like it's singled itself out. I'm going to take this one. Okay, so Judgment in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. Well, this Judgment card is really telling you not to repeat the past, right? To put your burdens down. So moving towards the new. This Queen of Swords energy in reverse. It's really interesting. I'm sensing it ties in with unforgettable. Those unforgettable memories. And I want to stress unforgettable, but not unforgivable, right? So the key here is to forgive. It's interesting to move on here with the Judgment. You need to forgive. Forgiveness is also going to alleviate the burdens. So it's interesting because the Queen of Swords is in reverse, so she's not in her necessarily most cutting energy, cutting away. So I'm sensing that kind of what I was describing about your sign, where you have maybe more difficulty than others to move on from the past, to adopt new ways of behaving, thinking, feeling. So also maybe watch out for bitterness and maybe sharp words as well in that transition. So it's interesting. This Two of Cups really takes on much more of a self-love connotation for this particular reading because of the tarot that's under. I mean, you could still hope that, you would move from an old love to a new love, if that's what you wish, and maybe that's what you're experiencing. That's always a possibility. But just know that definitely you would move on from the past. And if so, maybe try to do it more gracefully than what's depicted here. So mainly being very forgiving, right, is the key. And then the Ten of Wands here, this will definitely, this new sort of environment. I have the word environment. It's interesting. You know, you'd be surrounded with a new person or new people or just in a different setting. That would definitely create all the opening that you need. You know, when the Ten of Wands is burdened like that, you see how the wands also like sort of narrow down, and the way he holds them together. So I really feel like your life would open up, right? But I mean greatly. I mean, it's obvious to say it would open up if things are you're experiencing new, but I mean quite wide, with lots of variety, a lot more aliveness, right? A lot more stimuli. It's really about self-love, forgiveness, and moving from the past into the new for you. Also, I want to add one more thing on the Queen of Swords in reverse. Be kinder to yourself, because maybe the sword will turn, or maybe you're turning the sword around on you, like towards yourself. So just be kinder to yourself in the process. Truly, deeply love yourself. You deserve this transmutation. This growth is more than welcomed. It's necessary. You need to put the load down. There you go, Cancer. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon. Thank you.